Hey, how you doing? This is just a quick video on how to reassemble the locking mechanism on your Sicar panel saw if it does come loose. So that's this lever here. If we open it up, you can see how the mechanism works. So we've got this sort of thick washer here which just free spins, and then our locking lobe here, and then down in this hole there's the bearing which you can just hear it clicks into position. So I've got one apart over here, so you can see the pieces. So we've got our lever, our cam, our big washer, spring, grub screw and the ball. So you'll see on the lever you've got a couple of indents here on the shaft. That's where the first one is, this one here is for this cam here, the second one is for the ball bearing. So I'll try and do this one-handed as best as I can, but forgive me if it's not too clear. Basically, we push this one in here. Try and mount the camera somehow. That's right, one-handed will go. So the first thing I do is feed this washer goes in to there first. So you can see I've just put it through there, so I had to put the camera down. Then we feed it through, put on the next cam, and when you're feeding it through, you just got to feed this through till it goes through the hole there. Now to line up this hole with the grub screw, you can just see it's there, so as you're sort of sliding it in, you can make sure it's lined up correctly, and then just feed it through. And then you will have to sort of use a bit of feel here. So if you tighten this Allen key up gently, you can usually feel where it starts to bite into the lobe. So I can feel it's just starting to go in there, and if you want to check, you can tighten it up and then back off a little bit, and you should be able to move it around. So you can see, so that's tight. I back it off a bit. It's not sliding on and off. It's moving around, but it's because just the head of the screw of the Allen key is just going in, and then you just tighten that up. Make sure this is nice and tight, and you can put a bit of Loctite on it just to prevent it coming off, because over time of using the vents, moving that constantly, it will move a little bit and it can loosen it off. So you do that one up there nice and tight. Then on this side here, we've got the ball. So we put the ball in first, then the spring, and then the grub screw. And we just tighten that up. Just got a bit of tension on there. You don't want it too tight. If you go too tight, then it won't move properly and lock up. So just back it out a bit, and you sort of get a feeling for that. So you can hear it clicking in and out. And if you want that to be a bit tighter, yeah, you can just wind this in, but you don't want to go in too far. And then that's the mechanism all back again, and you can slide it back on your fence. While you've got this off, it's a good idea to clean in these grooves here. Make sure they're nice and clean and free of dust, so that way when it does go back on the bar, it does slide a lot easier. Otherwise you will find sometimes it gets full of dust and dirt. And now you can lock it, and it will lock. Loosen it off. You can go up and then use the micro adjustment, and then always just remember to lock it back down, because that is the locking position. Up here won't lock it, you'll still have a bit of play in it because it's not actually locking the fence, it's just allowing you to hold the inner part so you can use your micro adjustment. So always lock that down there, and you're done. That's it, guys. That was for the Sicar combination, the Sega 300 and the Sicar C300 C400 combination machines, they all have the same rip fence on them. Thanks.